Ordinarily, you need to be on a road with clear lane lines before you can activate either autopilot or traffic-aware cruise control. It turns out that many drive-thrus trick Tesla Autopilot into thinking you are on a road, and this gave me a bit of a startle the other day that I want to demonstrate for you. The other day, I noticed something with how traffic-aware cruise control works and this multifunction stalk in this very drive-thru, and I'm going to see if I can recreate it, but I had a case of unintended acceleration. As with most episodes of unintended acceleration, operator error was a big part of it. But it wasn't just operator error. It had to do with the way this multifunction stalk works. Ordinarily, when I pull up to get my food at a drive-thru, I will put it in park. But like today, it was a very busy day, and they actually were working very quickly to get people their food. And so I didn't put it into park, but out of force of habit, as I was starting to pull away, I put it into drive, which actually was activating traffic-aware cruise control. And with a set speed of 10 miles an hour, which I could do right now, actually. And so as I started to pull away, I was able to control the speed with the accelerator until I took my foot off of the accelerator, at which point the car started to accelerate to 10 miles per hour. I think I'm going to be able to show exactly what happened. Now, I hit the brake and there was no drama, but there is that split second of panic when you realize the car is accelerating when you thought it was going to be slowing down, like regenerative braking. And I think that that's the kind of situation where another driver might panic and do the wrong thing. And that's really why I want to show that this issue can actually happen, so that other people are aware of it. If they experience the same kind of thing that I did, and you watch this video, hopefully back in your subconscious, you'll immediately realize, everything's fine, just tap on the brakes. So you can already see I could do it right now. I have it on hold, so it's not going to roll anywhere. And it feels exactly like it's in park, but it's not. And they are really moving along, and I bet you this is my shake right here. Cameron? All right, thank you very much. And I am in control here. And see, it's wanting to stop for traffic control. And, so that's interesting. Now I'm still in control of the speed right now. If I didn't know what was going on, I'd be really weirded out right now. And now it's taking over the accelerator. So it wasn't exactly the same scenario that I had the other day, because I didn't actually have a vehicle in front of me to follow. And so I was going slow around that turn, and there wasn't actually that line painted there. They're constantly improving, or at least trying to improve their drive-thru at Chick-Fil-A's all around here, because so many people go to them. But I didn't have that issue with it trying to stop there the last time. I was able to just drive normally, and I didn't realize it until I got closer to that other stop, and then the car kind of pulled away from me. But there you go. It's an interesting scenario that requires a specific set of circumstances to occur. But when it occurs, it's at least really weird, and you're going to try to figure out what the heck is going on at first. But it also might be a little bit scary. There are only so many times I can drive through a regular drive-thru without someone calling the cops. For some reason, I thought this might be less likely to happen at this abandoned bank. Ordinarily, when you go on hold and you're not on a public road, you cannot activate any autopilot functions. That's what you'll see here in two different lanes of the drive-thru. Oh man, this is creepy. This lane has painted lines, though they're faded enough that they aren't showing up on the animation on the screen. That means they're not enough to trick Autopilot into thinking it's on a road. I drove around the bank to see if the lane closest to the building would do the trick, though once again, a lack of boldly painted lines probably kept Autopilot from allowing me to activate traffic-aware cruise control. Nope. All right, let's see if this is a Chick-Fil-A drive-thru problem. It very well may be, at least in this area. There isn't a single drive-thru that is as organized or as busy as Chick-fil-A drive-thrus in this area. They have 2 lanes. That's crazy. I'm sure there are drive-thrus throughout the country that are like that, but in the Raleigh area, you only see that with Chick-fil-A. Okay, I don't have the option for traffic-aware cruise control here. Yeah, this is a very different setup. They have tents through the whole thing. Yeah, still no traffic-aware cruise control option.
So have you gotten in a wreck before?
Have I gotten in a wreck?
Yeah.
No, I've got a YouTube channel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wants to make sure he doesn't get like accused of anything.
Yeah, no, this actually, you can see right here, these are the cameras that are part of the car. Yeah, so clearly this is not an issue for every drive-thru, just certain drive-thrus. If I do that, it says cruise control unavailable. So, like I said, it takes a very specific set of circumstances for this to even be an issue. It's very interesting to see what the animations think. And there we go. So now it thinks, and yeah, I can put traffic-aware cruise control on, and now it's following the vehicle in front of me. What's also interesting is the cameras can actually see the stop sign. There is a stop sign there, but I can't see it behind this vehicle. Now when this guy goes, oh, it says I'm on hold. Wow, that was it right there. That was it right there. I took my foot off the accelerator, which triggered Autopilot accelerating towards 10 miles per hour at a time I was expecting to experience regenerative braking. I tapped the brake pedal before it was a problem, but you at least saw what I've been talking about all along, including that moment of surprise, even though this time around, I knew I had activated cruise control to do this test. Let's watch that again. Wow, that was it right there.
Cameras?
Yes.
You have a great day.
Thank you, you too. So there you go. It wasn't at the window that I could do it, but it was actually in that lane. And it did. Even though I knew that I had engaged traffic-aware cruise control, when I lifted my foot from the accelerator and then the car started going faster instead of slower, it still got me a little bit, even though I knew that's exactly what was going to happen. Oh, that's fantastic. They're back to putting whipped cream back on the top of milkshakes. They hadn't been doing that for a while. I don't know. There was some kind of COVID reason that they were giving me, but yay for whipped cream. So clearly this is not something that you need to be worried about every minute of every day that you're driving your Tesla. But it is an example of how a multifunction stalk like this can create edge cases that might be an issue if you're not paying attention. And that's really why I made this video. I love finding those kinds of edge cases and demonstrating them when I can. Maybe it will result in some kind of tweak to the software so that doesn't happen. I'm sure maps will play a bigger role in things like that in the future, even though in general, Tesla doesn't plan to use map data to determine what decisions the artificial intelligence behind the software makes. But I mean, there are certain points where you geocode a specific solution for a specific intersection. That's cheating. That's not letting the artificial intelligence learn how to handle that situation. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the data being where you are on the map, being applicable around the entire country. If you know you're in a drive-thru, you're going to behave differently to the lines that are painted on the pavement, to signs you might see, than if you're on an actual public road. On that note, Advanced Summon actually does that. Advanced Summon is geotagged, is geofenced, and this is a kind of situation where maybe there should be some geofencing on traffic-aware cruise control. But now that I think about it, being able to run traffic-aware cruise control now, as it is, isn't really a safe thing to do with all the pedestrians, especially in something like a Chick-Fil-A drive-thru. You want to make sure that you as a driver are really paying attention to every moment so that you don't actually hit somebody or a cone or something like that. That Teslas already have shown that they're getting good at recognizing, but they're nowhere near perfect. They're nowhere near as good as people. So until they sort that out, geofencing something like traffic-aware cruise control might be a solution that Tesla considers. I'm still amazed at what Tesla Autopilot can do. That's the really amazing thing to me. I mean, sure, I make a lot of videos showing when it doesn't work the way you would expect it to, but that's because the vast majority of the time it's boring. This right now, it's driving this road by itself. I have my hand on the steering wheel just for safety, but it's doing the accelerator, it's doing the brake, it's doing all of the steering, and it's very boring in that sense. It's the edge cases that I think make interesting topics for a video, and that's why I make videos like this. If you're interested in getting a Tesla of your very own, be sure to use my Tesla Owners referral link to make your purchase. It'll get you free supercharging if you do. You can see the link right here somewhere. Be sure to subscribe so you can see my next videos on Tesla Autopilot edge cases. I really appreciate you watching The Tech of Tech, and hope to see you next time.